Hey there, this is TommuRhodus, known as TommusRhodus on ThemeForest. I'm going to show you some of the post types available in my new WordPress theme Pivot, which is available on ThemeForest right now. So when you first install Pivot and install my eBor framework plugin, you'll see you get a number of extra post types that don't appear by default in WordPress. We've got eBor Mega Menu. This is covered in one of my other videos, the Mega Menu video, so go check that out. We've got the contact post type. This is created by contact form 7 and is used to provide the contact forms for the theme. If you've imported our demo data, you'll have a screen that looks like this. Contact form 1 is installed directly by the plugin. You can feel free to delete that if you need, because we won't be using that in the theme. We'll be using these contact forms. The testimonials post type is used to drive a few elements in the page builder. Now, testimonials, as well as clients, they don't have an archive or a single post view. Instead, they're just used as data points to be driven into the page builder. Now, team members and portfolio are the two main additional post types. They work in exactly the same way as a standard WordPress post, the difference being that they have additional styling, additional options, and just help to separate out your content into formats that you would want to use. So we'll start with the portfolio post type. Now, portfolios do not have post formats. They work entirely off the post content and a featured image. You have a few extra inputs, such as the usual header and footer overrides, which is discussed in the theme options video. There's also the post header image, which is discussed in the theme options video also. This is an optional input. So here is what a standard portfolio post would look like. Portfolio posts do not have a sidebar. So we've got all the content that you've just seen here, and we have related posts shown on the bottom. Now, related posts are shown depending on the chosen portfolio categories for each post. If you wanted to, you can make advanced layouts like this by adding a template builder shortcode into the post content rather than adding in standard post content. If you're going to use a template shortcode, that needs to be the only thing in the post content. If the theme detects this shortcode, it will render a different layout, which will make regular content look a bit messy. Now, here's an example of an advanced project that I've put together. We've got a nice header, we've got an intro with a slider, we've got text, a call to action, and the usual related posts at the bottom. So that gives you infinite ways of displaying your portfolio posts. If you want big key projects, you'll likely want to use the template builder. This is covered in the page builder video, by the way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at that. Or if you just want to have a large portfolio of smaller posts, just use the standard posting method. Put your content straight into the post area, set a featured image, and you're good to go. That covers the portfolio usage. One last thing about the portfolios, if I was to pull this down here, if you visit your website at /portfolio, this is the standard post type archive for portfolios. Now, what that means is this page is automatically generated by WordPress. So you need to leave /portfolio well alone. So if I'm to make a new page and I call it portfolio, the standard WordPress way of working is it will make that page /portfolio. Now, if I'm to enter some content into here and update the page, you'll notice that if I view the page, we don't see that content, we just see the standard portfolio archive. The answer to this is that you just don't want to use the portfolio permalink. If you click edit, change that to my portfolio, or literally anything you need, and update the page, you'll see that the page now falls back just to a default page with the content that I hastily typed out. So in short, /portfolio is reserved by WordPress to drive the portfolio post type archives, which you can see here. The same can also be said for /team, which shows the team post type archives. Now you can use both of these archives to your advantage. If you want less published pages and a smaller site, you can just link directly to these in your menu and have a more succinct WordPress-esque site. This is more the WordPress way of working. So with that out of the way, we'll cover the team post type now. I'll pull this back up here so you can see more of my screen. So if we go to team members and click into one, you'll see that once again, these look just like a standard WordPress post type. We set a featured image, we have team categories, we have content, and we have the usual header images and override headers. The only thing we have new is the social icons box that we use for team members. Now each of these boxes is a social icon. We can reorder them with these useful arrows. We can add another one at the bottom here, and we can remove them. Now a social icon will only show up with your team member as long as it has a URL entered. Just selecting none won't hide it. Make sure the URL is blank. Now if we visit this team member, you can see that they have a single post view, and it's just like a regular post. Now in the page builder we have various team blocks, and they're generally used in pages such as about or similar. And if this view is confusing you, remember to go watch the page builder video that I made. So if we see our team section, you'll see we've added a team feed, and from here we can display how it's shown, how many team members to show, and which categories to show. So that's useful if you want to create separate sections depending on your team's job type. The same can be done for portfolio posts as well. Now the team feed block is found in the feed section along with blog, portfolio and clients. And that covers all of the extra post types that appear in Pivot. You should be able to use all of these to make the site that you need. I hope this helps. Cheers.